the street. Holy cow, man! I don't know what's going on
here. They're trying to shut us down, man.
We didn't even get to Epstein, bro.
I know, which is a joke. Come on.
What do you mean it's a joke?
When are you people just gonna give it up? We're never gonna get the clients of Epstein arrested. Bill Gates, although, did you see the thing that came out about Bill Gates?
With his I mean,
with his wife? They
hell
have
yeah.
Where he was asking for what was it? So, he was asking for medicine to secretly give it to his wife for STDs that he got from a Russian girl.
All right, so yeah, there's great stuff that came out with the Epstein Files. There's a lot to break apart here, but I would say the best one.
I love how they always do it on a Friday.
Of course, right? When else are you going to do it?
Listen, the guys who are going through this shit with their little algorithms and their computers, they don't care what day it is. They're home jerking off Monday through fucking Monday.
All right, so okay, there's a lot going on. We'll do this first. In an email exchange from Jeffrey Epstein to Jeffrey Epstein, recounting an exchange he had with Bill Gates, according to this report or this email, to add insult to injury, please delete the emails regarding your STD, your request that I provide you antibiotics that you surreptitiously give to Melinda, and the description of your penis. So there's this long exchange where Bill Gates essentially tells Jeffrey Epstein that he got an STD from some Russian gals and that he believes he has given that STD to Melinda, and Melinda doesn't know, so he needs some antibiotics to secretly slip into Melinda's drink so
into
that way
coffee.
So that way she no longer is suffering from the STDs that he got from these girls there.
No, Jeff, listen, if she was just an Indian woman, I could just inject her without her consent. But this is an American woman, you know?
All right, so the Epstein Files. This is release number 3, number 4. Where are we at on this one? I thought it was number 4.
Wait. Did you learn anything new?
Not really, right? Did you? What did we find out? So apparently, according to what came out here, it was a series of email exchanges and then police reports and FBI reports. So a lot of people got hung up on the fact that Trump was brought up in these. There's a section where it claims Trump is owned and controlled by Mossad and by Israel via Jared Kushner.
Debatable. I'm not saying no, you know. So, how did he get that deal in the Gaza Strip? You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. There's stuff. So there's for instance, there is a federal.
I mean, you can't say that Donald Trump's #1 goal is legacy and perpetuating his family's wealth.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so...
Okay, so for instance, there is a report that was given to the FBI via an anonymous tipster that they have information regarding Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, being a part of a rape situation and all this stuff, and William Barr being there. And so these are anonymous tips from that the FBI has gotten. And so they
the 3, the victim was most mad about the William Barr rape.
Yeah,
the most disgusting one.
Along with some of the anonymous tipster reports that were in this cache, was the previously mentioned thing detailing Donald Trump's handling or being handled by the Kushners in Israel. The CHS, I can't remember what that was, like a civilian. These are single civilian-based tips that they get, and so that's why you got the Trump stuff. There's another one where Trump is claimed to have raped or been a part of a rape. There was the famous case of a 13-year-old who claimed that Trump and Epstein and company participated in some sort of gang rape scenario. This is what was making the rounds. If you were in the leftist sphere, all the liberals were saying like, oh, here, we got him. This is Trump. All this stuff had a lot to do with Trump. On the left side of the column were these random callers and like I said, unidentified random tipsters who made the claims. And then you can see that they on the right side of these is where they show, no contact made, victim identified as deceased, no confirmed information, a lot of blacked out content. The big thing that everyone was harping on, though, with the Trump stuff is the one caveat that seemed to show up at the end of every description or claim, which was that the complainant was spoken to, deemed not credible. Additional research showed 3 separate incidents involving police. Mandatory psychiatric evaluations have been requested for the individual. So that's all the Trump stuff. Hard to say what they're manipulating, what came out.
And again, we're not the ones who are saying he was never there.
Right.
I'm not saying he never touched underage girls.
Absolutely. There's stuff. There's stuff about sex slavery, a lot of email. So in my book, the email messages I think are a little bit more legitimate, and that's kind of where we can pull from as far as what was going on. There were some messages in regards to Prince Andrew between Ghislaine and just a lot of weird stuff. They talk about sex slavery, torture. A lot of people saying that there's a lot of Pizzagate kind of stuff coming out through this.
The Pizzagate thing is insane.
Yeah, it really is insane, man. Absolutely.
Do you know who the judge was for that trial?
I'm not familiar, actually. Who was the judge?
Dude. So the guy, so this whole conspiracy about Pizzagate, there's a pizzeria in Pennsylvania. The Clintons are running this child sex ring.
Via the Podesta brothers.
And so some crazy right-wing guy goes there with an M16 to shoot up the place. And there's a shooting. Man. There's a shooting, and then he goes to trial, and the judge of that trial was Ketanji Brown Jackson.
What, dude?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
No way, man.
100%.
Wow.
Look it up.
Holy cow.
Her name. And then 5 years later, she got put on the Supreme Court.
Rewarded
with
well
the Supreme Court. Isn't that insane?
Totally insane, man. Holy cow.
It gets crazy, man. The more you look at anything that happens, it gets crazy.
So the Podesta emails and the Pizzagate stuff comes from the WikiLeaks that came out. A lot of people have died because of those WikiLeaks, including Seth Rich. A lot of people claim was a victim, one of the many 56 plus victims of the Clinton cabal.
That's crazy,
if you will. So,
dude, and then when you really get into like the Huba Amidine and the Wiener emails.
That's right, man. And then, of course, the 9 cops who killed themselves who saw the file. Come on, man.
It gets so crazy. You end up in these rabbit holes where you're like, I don't even want to.
I fully believe the Pizzagate story, to be totally honest. To me, it seems more plausible than anything else we've been told in regard to,
all you need to know is that like there were these people who were like, no, they're running this child sex ring out of this pizzeria. They're doing it out of the basement. And then the response on the left was like, they don't even have a basement. They have a cellar. Do you fucking open a door and go downstairs? Yeah, it's a fucking basement, right? Now, could we forget about the semantics of basement versus cellar and talk about the child sex ring operation? You know what I mean? Like, nothing was ever addressed about the child sex ring operation. It was just whether or not they had a basement.
Right. No, and then...
It was insane. It's insane.
For anyone who doesn't know, Pizzagate is the conspiracy theory that there was that Comet Ping Pong.
Yeah.
A pizza place in Washington secretly was hosting these human trafficking and child sex ring situation, torture and abuse going on in their basement. It all stems from the frazzle drip conspiracy theory,
the video,
which is the allegedly in Frazzle Drip. It's a file on Anthony Weiner's laptop that has a video of Hillary Clinton and Huma Abedin, who is now married to Alex Soros. The two of them participating in a ritualistic dismembering and disboweling of an infant child and doing all sorts of disgusting satanic ritualistic acts with that body. Allegedly, 11 police officers were in the room when the file was opened up on Anthony Weiner's laptop, and 9 of those 11 officers have committed suicide.
Killed themselves.
Ever since then.
Just killed themselves.
A lot of mysteries behind Pizzagate.
But just imagine, I'm like, Frank, can I see your basement? I think you're harboring child sex slaves who you murder. You know what I mean? And you're like, Mike, we call it a cellar.
Yeah, man.
That was their answer, and everybody bought it. Everybody just moved on. That's what kills me, is the public just moved on from that story.
Absolutely, man. Pizzagate. James Alefantis, I think, is the guy who runs Comet Ping Pong. And there's just a lot of weird stuff that goes along.
But you forgot a whole thing about it. Like, one of the reasons people believed it is because there's this whole code that these high up people were using through Signal app.
Right.
That was ordering pizzas, but no pizzas were showing up. It was a weird code.
No, there's all sorts of stuff where they reference pizza.
It's crazy.
What's the guy's name? Isaac. The Isaac Cappy was the comic who was actually doing all this stuff online, exposing it, and claimed he wouldn't kill himself, and then he killed himself after he started exposing people like Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks. So yeah, it's amazing how many people end up killing themselves that are just out there saying hey, by the way, I'm not going to kill myself. And someone who did that was Virginia Giuffre, who
got hit by a bus.
Who literally got hit by a bus, survived, and then said, I'm not going to kill myself, and then killed herself. She's the victim of the Epstein Island fiasco and all that stuff. So
it's crazy, the world, man, when you really put it.
It's really crazy. Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you really think about it.
Absolutely, man. I mean, and that's why, we don't know what's true, what's
but the
false.
Ketanji Brown
it's crazy, yes.
And then she makes these comments, or she'll write these judgments, and you're just like, this person's retarded. How did this person get on the Supreme Court?
Well, there's your answer.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was a gift. Just like how there's no coincidence that William Barr's dad gave Epstein his first job at Harvard when he, back in the 70s. And then it just happens to be that William Barr is the Secretary of State, was it, when Epstein was arrested and then killed himself in the cell?
Oh,
right?
Man.
I can't remember what
was he Secretary?
He was head of the FBI, if I'm not. So
it's a big club, and we're not in it.
No, none of us are in it, man.
It's so terrible.
And you know what? Is Trump owned by the Mossad cabal and all that stuff? It's possible. I mean, are we at war with Iran yet today? I don't know. It seems like it's about to happen.
Dude, there was an article. I forgot who put it out there, but it was why war with Iran is inevitable.
Yes,
inevitable. Frank.
Inevitable.
You can't avoid it.
That's
inevitable. Right. Oh, it's insane rhetoric.
Lindsey Graham is out there every day on every news channel talking about it's not a question of if, it's a question of how big are we going to go when we attack Iran, right?
And Lindsey, size queen, baby. We're going big.
Epstein documents out. Like I said, it's hard to tell what's real or what's false.
Have you ever seen that video? It goes viral every few so often, where it's the guy dies and he goes to he's going to the pearly gates and they're going over his life, the statistics. Have you seen this? And he's like, you worked full time for 38 years. You earned $3.5 million. You paid $1.2 million in taxes. You bought the U.S. government 1/3 of a Tomahawk missile. No! And the whole point is like, you're so insignificant.
Absolutely, man.
It's so funny.
And that's why I think we'll get nothing with Epstein. You're going to get these troves of what's fake, what's real. They muddy the water on purpose. That's why we have the anonymous tipster stuff. That sounds spectacular. There's one in there where it talks about George H.W. Bush dismembering and eating children. I mean, there's all sorts of crazy stuff in there, which could tie into Pizzagate. Then there's more credible stuff in there that I would say is probably very real and what have you, which is Epstein had like basically a schedule where he was routinely raping and attacking these individuals. I'm sure that's very, very true. You know what I'm saying? Whereas
several times a day.
I know the libido on this man, absolutely spectacular.
The thing, I would have believed you in my 20s, but I'm heading up to 40, and now I'm like, man, several times.
These are reptilians, bro. They got a different kind of, fire.
Dude, I don't know. Whew.
Either way, it sounds like
several times a day.
I think ultimately these guys were sick. They're weirdos. Probably got a lot of sleep and had a lot of energy to do several times a day.
I don't know, man.
Maybe
I'm not taking the right drugs.
You're not eating enough vitamins, is my point, Mike. You need to take more vitamins.
Or vitamins.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
4 or 5 times a week is like optimal.
Not enough drugs, not enough vitamins. Yeah, I think that's the problem. Also, these guys get to sleep in and hang out on yachts and islands.
Right.
When you're living on an island, sex 3 times a day doesn't sound too ridiculous, you know?
That's a good call, because when we've all been unemployed. I've been unemployed loser, you know, and you're jerking off 3 times a day.
Right.
So you could definitely... Good call. Good call.
A lot of shocking stuff. Some of it's fake, some of it's real. That's on purpose. That's how the Mossad does it, and CIA. But what's very clear from all of this is Epstein was CIA, MI6, Mossad. He was a multi-country intelligence asset.
Did you learn anything you didn't already know?
No.
Okay.
We learned nothing new. And we don't know Trump is either bought by Mossad in Israel or he's not. You know, we will never know. The only thing I think we could definitely take from this is that Bill Gates gave his wife an STD. I think that's the number one thing we can walk away because the number one reason she divorced Bill Gates was his relationship to Jeffrey Epstein. So I think we have a kind of multi-level proof or evidence, if you will, of Bill Gates hanging out.
What do you think he gave her? Had to be the clap.
It's got, something that you could maybe get away from with some antibiotics, right? But either way, I think the proof is in the $29.5 billion pudding that Melinda Gates walked away with post-divorce. So that'll be ultimately, I think, what we remember from all of this is the Bill Gates STD. No one's going to go to jail for the Epstein stuff. We're never going to. No. The same amount of people will go to jail for Epstein as will go to jail for the COVID-19 vaccine toxic stew they forced everyone to inject into their bodies. And that's zero.
You know what I watched the other day? The Big Short. I love that movie. It's such a great movie, great actors.
It is a good movie.
The best part is it's a true story, and at the end, there's this whole great the whole nation just economy collapses because of all these things just men have been doing all around the nation, and then at the end they talk about how one guy goes to jail.
Yes,
and it's this low. I forgot who they said it was, but from the whole 2008 crash. One asshole went to jail for 6 months, and he was a nobody who
totally.
You know what I mean? That's what always happens.
Absolutely.
All these dudes lost millions, made millions, and then one asshole with a 6-figure job goes to jail.
They sacrificed their lamb already in this Epstein thing. Prince Andrew can no longer vacation in Cambridge or whatever it is. Now,
Frank, he lost his right to the royal family. Now he has to live out his days in misery in one castle.
Right.
With servants. And
he has to sit at the kiddie table with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle now, right? That's his punishment. He sits at the small table down way at the end there.
Yeah, now that you put it that way, hanging out with Meghan Markle, every family get together.
Kill me now. Just chop my head off at the guillotine, please.
We still got dungeons? I know we got one. I'll take the dungeon, dude. Hear about Meghan Markle and her fucking oppression in the United States? Jesus.
Man, they're still trying to push those people on us, man. We don't care. Like, when will the media understand when it comes to Americans? We hate the royals.
Yeah, we don't care.
We hate the British. We fucking hate the British, man.
What about the Kardashians? Those are our royals.
And we hate them even more than we hate.
You don't understand the hate we have.
Oh man. Dude, no, you know, when it comes to like stuff like COVID, no one will ever go to jail. And the further we get away from the COVID mandates, they're just going to keep pretending like they're idiots, and we're going to play the stupid card for everything going forward. According to Yahoo Health, like heart health is improving overall. Heart health improving overall. So why are strokes rising among young adults? We'll never know.
Heart health is only improving because people are recovering from your vaccine. Heart health took a dramatic dip from your stupid vaccine, and now it's doing a lot better, but we can't get strokes back to where they were.
Exactly, man.
Yeah,
no, unfortunately, it's unbelievable, man.
We gave you this experimental gene therapy. We didn't know how it would react in your body, and now everybody, specifically young men, are having heart attacks and strokes.
Well, heart health is improved overall, but according to reports now, stroke deaths climbing among people ages 25 to 34, even as the cardiovascular deaths are returning to pre-COVID levels. Infant mortality rates on the rise, and they're claiming that we're living longer, though. Apparently, the
we're back to before COVID, before the vaccine.
That's what kills me about it.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
The graphs are unbelievable with this stuff. So,
so crazy.
So there is a silver lining, I guess, from a health perspective, where apparently now living a little bit longer, the U.S. life expectancy has reached a record high in 2024. The graph is so mind-blowing, man.
But hold on, go up. If you go up to the headline, record high as deaths from drug overdose in COVID dropped.
Right. So great call.
Either our life expectancy went up because your COVID vaccine was killing everybody and we stopped taking it, or life expectancy went up because Donald Trump closed the border and there's no longer overdose deaths amongst the youngest population.
Great call, man.
Either way, you don't want to be a lefty looking at this article.
We're either living in a Maha world, or you poisoned the population for 3 years with your experimental gene therapies, right?
Either way, it's not good for the Democrats.
It's just amazing that it plummets here, the life expectancy during the lockdowns.
During Biden administration.
This is the Biden administration, and then all of a sudden it starts to rise. But again, the 2020, 2021... 2022, 2023, that's when people stop taking the booster shots.
Yes.
So this is your vaccine right here, people. We literally started living less.
I know, it's crazy.
But
it's crazy.
Never fear. We're healthier. Our hearts are healthier than ever before, Mike. So that's all good.
And what's crazy is that was the track record for everything Fauci tried to fix.
Absolutely.
AIDS.
Yes.
Malaria, everything he's ever tried to fix. Yeah. Well, dude, you got something on there. We got to go.
One last thing, I guess. Huh? I feel like I'm a little off.
Last.
I don't know where we're at with timing. I'm now totally confused.
I don't even care. We got to do John Fetterman, the only sane man on the left.
Absolutely, man.
What is going on?
I put this on because Emma and I were watching live CNN, and this guy came on, and Emma was like, it's rare she stops looking at her TikTok, and she goes, wow, that guy just made a lot of sense. And I'm like, that's the stroke guy. Yeah, I'm like, that's the guy whose brain doesn't work right.
Have his brain turned off, and he became the most sane Democrat we have.
Which means they're going to kick him out of the party in any minute,
yeah.
without a doubt. So Fetterman, the only sane man left on the left, if you will.
He's the only one that understands statistics and facts.
Absolutely. Well, the rioting that's going on is just not popular. It's really absurd that they're trying to push it as something as such. But the reality is that statistically speaking, people are not down with the illegal immigrants. They are totally for what's going on with the removal of these illegals, and it's having a lot of positive impacts on American society.
People on the left don't understand. 100% of illegals are being deported. We're for that.
Yes.
The fact that 30% are violent criminals, that's icing on the cake.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And I'll be honest, you want to take some of our shittier Americans with you, please. We're kind of
we
also
could.
for that also.
I wish we could.
I'm on board with, if it's Monday through Friday and it's, in the afternoon and there are people protesting ICE, let's round up those people with the immigrants.
Good,
you know what I'm saying?
Alex
And just
Pretti,
send them across.
Send them to Venezuela.
Send them out of here, man.
Yeah.
I have an idea, though, when you set up the ICE raid, when you're going to do the ICE thing, close off the street, and at the end, let the protesters in, though. Let these people who are going to disrupt ICE into the area, then pinch off both streets at either end, okay? And set up a booth. And on one side of the road, at the booth, have Mike Rowe of Dirty Jobs there to sign people up for a trade school. And then at the other end of the street, if they try to escape that way, have your military recruiter there. Okay,
Good call.
Sure, you are welcome to protest and stop ICE and blow your whistles. All you fat losers, come here, blow your whistles, disrupt ICE. But in order to leave the protest, you either sign up with a trade school or with the military. Yes. That is the only way you're leaving this protest.
You need to be a productive member when you leave.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. Yes.
Because I guarantee none of you have paid your taxes here. So we're just going to start at that base level.
No, you're taking more from the government than you're giving. Guaranteed.
Hey, we respect your right to protest. Okay, you can be here. You can blow your retarded whistles, do all your nonsense. But the only way you're leaving this protest if you sign up to be a functioning contributor to our society. That's
actually say fuck Mike Rowe. Let's just do the military. We need
both sides. Yeah, it's military.
We need cannon fodder. We're about to go into some war.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Venezuela.
Actually, fuck it, Trump. Institute the draft and just take names of everybody at these ICE protests, all right? And just draft, baby,
just
draft.
People drive around, and anybody with blue hair and a fucking nose piercing, sign them up.
Yeah. To the front lines, my friend.
Oh, what a better world.
So we got John Fetterman here. I can't believe it. The guy with brain damage, the only sensible, reasonable, logical thinking person on the left at this point.
Have said they want to.
It was a little high on my side. Let me bring it down there. Bring it down here. And here we go. Oh, the jawline in this woman is really emasculating. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I got to go do some push-ups whenever I see her on TV. Here we go.
The changes they want to see at ICE, which you said you want to see as well. Can I ask you, in 2016, when you were the lieutenant governor, you said that you believe sanctuary cities make everybody safer.
By the way, the propaganda on CNN, look at that on the Chiron here. It's, first of all, screen 90% Chiron at this point. They're just telling you what to think.
What you should believe.
Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, state of emergency. Confronting the crisis in Minnesota, a CNN town hall.
Get the fuck out of here.
They want this civil war so badly.
Did you see that clip of Sam Tripoli from 3 years ago?
Yes.
Where he was like, he's like, they're going to switch it to the immigration.
He predicted what we're seeing unfold.
100%.
Well, Sam Tripoli has an insider from the CIA who told him 3 years ago,
yeah,
we're about to change gears here and we're going to go into the immigration nonsense.
Oh, it's crazy.
I'll try and dig it up.
It's all a psyop, people. All you BLM.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a psyop. That's why it's so sad that Alex Pretti fell for it. You know,
he did. He lost his life for a psyop.
For Good and Pretti. You
Same.
know what I mean? Like, you guys, you're gonna be forgotten.
Don't get me wrong. I have a clip of James O'Keefe, who infiltrated one of the riots in Minneapolis, and they almost killed him and his team. They literally said, "We don't care if you're press. We will kill you if you go any further."
Damn.
And he goes on to say, like, this is fully organized. This is a George Soros paid for
100%.
operation. I mean, this is the CIA and USAID and all those other 3-letter acronym agencies. They're involved here, man. This is a professional psyop that's going on.
100%.
And Em and I were talking about it yesterday. Why is it only happening in Minneapolis? Is it a coincidence that Minneapolis, a place where they discovered $8 billion or $8 trillion in fraud, that they just decided, oh, let's have some ICE riots?
Oh, I know. It's also the George Floyd. Like, how does that?
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Thick CIA presence there in Minneapolis.
That you believe sanctuary cities make everybody safer. Given that has been the administration's argument against what's happening in Minneapolis, do you still agree with that tonight? Is that still your position, that sanctuary cities make people safer?
I think at that time the dynamic has changed much differently, and the border has become more and more increasingly more difficult. So for me now, I think it's entirely appropriate to make the adjustments, and I do think at this point we should be turning over all the criminals that are in custody in all these jurisdictions.
Does that, I mean, for Minneapolis, obviously you're the senator from Pennsylvania, but in Minnesota, Jacob Fry, the mayor, says he doesn't believe that they should cooperate with those federal enforcement laws. So you do believe that they should be cooperating more with the Trump administration? What I do believe is that if there are law enforcement that have these people in custody, that are behaving in criminal behavior, then yes, they should cooperate with that, and those individuals, if they're convicted, should be deported. And so your stance on sanctuary cities has changed then. Is that right, Senator? I think it's evolved because the dynamics and the circumstances, with respects to our border has.
Wow. That is a grown adult who said, you know what? I was wrong, actually. And the circumstances have changed, and I have now evolved my opinion, and I side with Donald Trump. Hitler. I'm siding with Hitler on this one.
There's another interview where he talks about how, like, one of the biggest things that changed his mind was he talked to his constituents.
Yes.
Frank, John Fetterman has this crazy idea where he represents the people of this district in Pennsylvania, right? So hear me out. This sounds crazy, but he might say something or vote a certain way, and then he hears the response from the people in his district, and he's like, "Oh, they believe something different," and then he changes his opinion.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. It's almost like he's representing the people of his district.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think I have that other clip of him.
Crazy thought.
But
crazy thought. No, but you know what I'm saying, though. It's crazy that, like, that's why he's good, man. I don't know.
No, I like that he...
Tammy Duckworth walks around and she forgets that, like, it's like 42% of the people you represent are Republican.
John Fetterman was the only one waving the
Israeli
flag when everyone was rocking the kafifas, and he's just like, I'm representing my constituency and the people who put me into office, and they happen to be Jewish. I know you guys hate Jews, and it's super hip to hate Jews right now, but call me crazy. I'm going to stick with the people who voted me in.
You played the clip, though. It was last year. I forgot what it was, but I remember him saying he always remembers there's 40% of the people that didn't vote for him.
Wow. Yes.
In his district. And he has to, you know what I mean? He has to balance that out.
Absolutely.
I think he's the only person in Congress that's ever thought that. In our lifetime. Like,
for sure. Yeah.
I don't know. Remember Barack Obama, there's no red or blue America, like,
right.
But he didn't really practice that, I think Fetterman kind of practices that.
Fetterman's a patriot, in my opinion. I know he's a rich kid and all this stuff, but he backs up what he says with his actions. And
I changed my opinion. He changed my opinion.
Yes, we used to rip on him, and I still am flabbergasted that the people of Pennsylvania said, "I'm going to pick stroke victim over doctor." They did go that route. It's unbelievable, but
mind blowing.
You know what? He ended up being a great vote. ended up
actually like him more than Dr. Oz now. So.
same.
Good
Although
job,
Dr.
Pennsylvania.
Oz is actually exposing a lot of fraud in California. We're talking hundreds of millions of
It's
dollars of
crazy.
fraud in the homeless
I know.
scam that's going on there,
Dude.
which we've been talking about it forever, which is the scam of homeless czars or allocating hundreds of millions of dollars in major cities to solve the homeless problem is you can't solve the problem because then you'd be out of a job and you wouldn't be making your six-figure gig there. So no, you need homelessness to stay continue forever. Otherwise, you're out of a job, man. Right?
I know. And Gavin Newsom's only response is, "Imagine what I could do on a national level. I could ruin the whole country."
Well, I like Fetterman because he genuinely does support his Jewish constituents and Jews in general. He's not a phony like Tim Walz, who goes out there and just uses Jews as a prop to push hearted, ridiculous agenda and ideas. And in regards to what's going on in Minneapolis,
is that his Down syndrome brother doing?
This is the only reason. The only reason for this, you're gonna love this. Like, first of all, it's absurd what he says right here, but I just did it because of the sign language guy. Because all the Democrats get these insane sign language people. So let's just check this out. It's a quick one.
We have got children in Minnesota hiding in their houses, afraid to go outside. Many of us grew up reading that story of Anne Frank.
No.
Somebody's going to write that children's story about Minnesota.
Excuse me?
Oh no.
Never go full retard. Never go full retard.
Anne Frank, dude.
Oh man, you realize he's comparing the Jews of Germany to illegal migrants here in America. He's calling the Jews of Germany illegal migrants of Germany, essentially. I'm just
the Jews were killed at a rate that is so absurd it's still argued today whether it's mathematically even possible to kill Jews at that rate. Here you're talking about two fucking white people, one fag and a chick in a minivan.
No, Mike, he's talking about poor Liam with that Spider-Man backpack and those blue bunny ears.
I'm just saying, only two people died.
Liam Ramos, Mike, he's the Anne Frank of his generation, bro. Come on, dude.
Who's hiding in the attic? Who is hiding in the attic? Oh, it's insane.
Yeah, man. No, it's just Tim Walz hiding in the closet like the rest of us Subaru drivers, right,
bro,
man?
You go anywhere in like around Midway, it's mostly Latinos, and like you try to go into any restaurant and the door is locked. They gotta let you in.
Wow.
And they got all these signs that say like no ice without a warrant and all that stuff, and we know our rights, and they got whistles, and
of course you gotta have the whistles,
dude,
man. Yeah,
come on, guys, you guys are trying to create something.
Well, I think
it's not
a lot of great stuff out there about how this is a color revolution. Everyone should go out there and do a little investigation on color revolutions. They, I think, most famously, people connected to the Bolshevik revolution.
Yeah, it's not.
You don't think so?
No.
You're not down with the color revolution, no.
No.
Why not, man? Come on.
No, you people are fools.
Color revolutions are a series of often non-violent protests and political uprisings. Primarily, we kind of associate this with post-Soviet states and Yugoslavia. Like I was mentioning, the Bolsheviks, the Rose Revolution in Georgia, Orange Revolution in Ukraine, Tulip Revolution in Kyrgyzstan are some of these color revolutions. I think China has been known to have a few. Either way, this is CIA-funded PSYOP is basically what's going on here.
Dude, 100%.
But if you want to dive into the color revolutionaries of the past and understand where guys like Tim Walz is coming from when he's trying to stoke the idea that we're dealing with Nazis and that the migrants are victims, like Anne Frank and all this stuff, he's coming from a very sinister place. Tim Walz, it's unbelievable how close we were to having this fraudster communist as our vice president.
Vice
It's
president.
really messed up.
Number 2 to the presidency.
Here's a little rundown on how messed up Tim Walz actually is.
He taught in China from 89 to 90. He visited the country 30 times. He got married on the anniversary of the Tiananmen Square massacre.
That's so crazy.
It's so fucked up,
One of the
man.
craziest facts.
He honeymooned in China. And to your point, he promoted Chinese communism as a teacher to his American students. So I think what this does, Governor, is it begs the question, is Tim Walz a national security risk?
Absolutely. I'm 100% convinced he's
I love Ice Barbie. Love Ice Barbie.
a national security risk.
She's a babe. Swing. Like, come on, man.
Dude, she's 50 years old.
Man, Christy,
Still
no.
hot, man.
Damn.
This man wants America to grow up and be more like China, which is
And yeah, guys, we voted for this. This is what we voted for. Like,
yeah.
if you're going to be a Nazi, be a hot Nazi. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
is the exact opposite of what our leaders should be doing. I have spent all of my time fighting China, and for 30 years I've been working in policy on protecting our food supply, and we've seen China not only manipulate our currency, steal our IP, treat us unfairly in trade agreements. They've also spied on us.
Remember, Tim? Hi.
Joy. We're the party of joy.
Hey, yeah, wow, yeah.
Frank, you need an oil change?
Tim Walz is your guy, man. He's actually he's changing my oil right now during
By
the
my
show,
house,
actually,
man.
believe it or not.
Change that oil.
They've come in and they're taking and buying our land. I have banned them purchasing land and doing state contracts in South Dakota. The rest of the country needs to realize and wake up.
Plus, Kamala Harris, like, you could smile all you want. We know you're just power. You will suck any dick to get ahead. And you know what I mean? Like, you will just do anything for power.
But that's how she became Kamala Harris. She literally.
I know, but then you can't deny it when you're trying to go for president, right? Like,
Yeah, but that's why it's so ridiculous that Gavin brought those knee pads for Trump. If the knee pads belong to anyone, it's Kamala Harris. I mean, we can all agree about that. I'm pretty sure she was knee pad Kamala back in those days, if I'm not mistaken.
That we do not want a leader like Tim Walz and
I
Kamala
heard
Harris.
Montel. He said, "Nah, put a pillow down."
After you put on a little,
no knee pads.
you know, he dims the lights, put on a little
that
jazz
seal.
music, right?
Oh, jazz. I figured he would put on Seal because that's her next boyfriend.
That's
in the White House because of how they would undermine our national security. It's a big concern, and I hope we start talking about it a little bit more, that you have to have people in the White House that truly want to protect us.
All right, so the DOJ is going to investigate Tim Walz, his fraud going on with the Somalis, but also there's a lot of weird stuff going on with Tim Walz. He's a weird dude. He just gives that vibrational energy of just being a strange fella. And it's starting to appear that I think he's bought and paid for by the CCP. I think he's a Chinese spy, quite honestly.
Could be.
So that's my belief on Tim
But never
Walz.
forget, Mitch McConnell's the one that's got the wife.
I'm not discrediting the fact that Mitch McConnell has been a married to a Chinese spy this entire time.
There's two things that are bipartisan, right? They all, doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican, you all believe you should be able to trade in the stock market.
Right,
And
yes.
fuck Chinese pussy.
Yeah, man.
That's the only two things they agree on, man. Look at Swalwell.
Oh man, yes, they love that Chinese
Swallow
poontang,
and
right?
McConnell,
Yeah.
The only difference between a progressive and a conservative.
Oh
Progressive
man.
fucks the whore, sends her home. Conservative marries her. You know?
Right. Oh, because they're classy, the men of
McConnell
God,
married
right?
the
Yeah.
spy. Like a good man from Kentucky.
Oh man, yeah. Or other conservatives, they kill their secretary and switch parties, like Joe Scarborough, right? And then they get a job on
Or if
TV.
you're a Kennedy, you put her in the trunk of the car. And Bro, did you see that thing on the left? Oh my God, who was it? Oh my God, who was it? I can't remember. There's this guy. There's this congressman on the left, and they're all like fawning over him, and they're calling him their Bobby Kennedy.
Really?
And I've been losing my mind because I'm like, you have a Bobby Kennedy. His name is Robert Kennedy Jr.
Excuse me?
All the fags on Pod Save America, they're like, he's the modern day Bobby Kennedy. He's our generation's Bobby Kennedy. You have a Robert Kennedy. He's in charge right now. He's in the cabinet. There is a Robert Kennedy. You kicked him out of the party.
He's literally the Maha movement. He's transforming America in spectacular ways, man.
It's blowing. I'm like losing my mind because they keep calling this guy the Bobby Kennedy of our time, and I'm literally like, there is a literal Bobby Kennedy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm looking it up. Gavin Newsom? I don't know who this.
No. He's like a congressman.
Wow. Yeah, man. I am.
I can't remember his name, but I heard it twice on. I heard it
so funny, man. I've not heard this at all
on 2 different podcasts, and they kept saying he was the Bobby Kennedy of our time, and I was just losing my mind. I'm like, you guys had a Bobby Kennedy.
You had him. You sued him off the ballot.
No,
for someone who's never gotten a vote, a single vote.
I know. No, but the whole point was like the fags on Pod Save America were like, this is what we need. This is what we have.
Oh, God.
A Bobby Kennedy.
Is it Shapiro? It might be Shapiro. He's got that new book out where he completely destroys Kamala in his new book. It's pretty funny stuff, but this was a big week. It's funny, we brought him out last week on the show because we hadn't talked about him in a long time, but Scarborough in the limelight this week. He was on Real Time with Bill Maher on Friday. I don't know if you caught the episode. It was pretty spectacular, actually. Also making the rounds, he was on the Late Night Jimmy's this week as well. And Scarborough said something that I thought you would particularly love. I don't know if you saw it at the time, but he kind of referenced what we've been talking about for a while on the show, which is these propagandists, these actor whores like Joe Scarborough. They go on TV and they say one thing, and then the next morning they go have brunch in Mar-a-Lago with Trump and Melania and kiss their ass for 2 hours.
You know what? I listened to the podcast of this.
Right on.
The best audio is when he says, I forgot what the question is, but then Joe says, what's the chick's name?
Mika Brzezinski.
He goes, Mika's more the liberal progressive. I'm more the conservative.
He's right, though. He was a conservative House representative.
Yeah, until he couldn't make money.
No, until he killed his secretary, and then the CIA said, we're going to bury this, but now you work for us on PMS now. And
now boys can be girls.
And you toe the line, my friend. Yeah, that's right. Now you're all in on Joe Biden. He doesn't have anything wrong with his brain, right?
Don't worry, you'll get your own show, though.
Morning
show.
Joe Scarborough was one of the guys out there who's like, no, I had lunch with Joe Biden yesterday. Sharpest he's ever been in his entire political career. He
couldn't keep up with him, dude.
You know that he was probably thinking like, man, Joe Biden, that guy has pure mush brain. I mean, he is pretty much brain dead. And they're like, you're going to tell everyone he has the sharpest brain you've ever encountered in your entire life. Remember the secretary, Joe? Remember?
They just showed him the pictures.
Oh, yeah. I encourage everyone, look it up. Joe Scarborough's secretary, when he was a House representative in Florida, mysteriously died by hitting her head accidentally on the side of his desk. Yeah, it's true. It's true. All right, so here's Joe talking about how he's not a whore propagandist on the whore propagandist MSNBC, PMS Now. No, Mike. That's all. He's legitimate. He's real. He's authentic. It's the real deal. What you see on Morning Joe is the real Morning Joe.
When is the last time you spoke to Donald Trump? I spoke to him. I hope I told my wife this. It's funny. I hadn't talked to him for 7 years, and after the assassination attempt, I called him up. I said, I've known him for 25 years.
It's 2 things I never talk about my Miko with. The whores I fuck and Trump. It my meetings with Trump.
But dude, look how close he is to Trump. He just said in this casual sentence, I called him up.
I know. It's
Do
crazy.
you have Trump's number, dude? Is Trump saved? Is Joe Scarborough on your contact list? No. But Joe Scarborough is Donald Trump on his fucking call list, man.
I called him up. I said, I've known him for 25 years. I called him up and I said, I'm glad you're okay. Obviously, a frightening time. So I'll be praying for your safety and your health, even if, at the time, even if I'm calling you a fascist every day on the show. Even though I disagree with you, I'm still praying for your health. And
the audience has no idea how to take that.
Yeah, you're fucking. No, but that's what we've been saying. That's what we've been saying. Is you guys are calling him fascist and then partying with him on the weekends. Like that is.
I'm praying for your soul. I'm gonna call you a fascist and Hitler. I'll see you at brunch on Saturday. These guys are fucking operating. This is one fucking club, dude. Yes.
And then a poor guy who's 38 and a loser decides he's gonna go follow. You know what I mean?
Thank you. No, that's my point. Is poor Alex Pretti.
That's the problem.
I feel terrible for because he then is whipped up into a frenzy.
Yes.
Lost his job allegedly because he's losing his mind, and then packs a 9mm with an extra clip and decides to go harass federal agents doing their job. Joe Scarborough, Alex Pretti's blood is on your hands.
Yeah,
you
he was
despicable
listening
piece
to
of
you.
shit. Absolutely.
He didn't realize you were going to have brunch with Trump. Hitler.
The most evil people in our society right now is the media. These
100%.
people are disgusting creatures of the fucking swamp. These are your swamp creatures, man.
Yeah,
Joe
100%.
Scarborough, disgusting. He can, with a smile on his face, go on Jimmy Kimmel, who's still wiping his fake tears after talking about this Alex Pretti guy. Wiped his fake tears, got makeup redone, and now he's yucking it up with Joe Scarborough, laughing about how, that guy Trump, what a Nazi. But I'm praying for you after your assassination
We'll see him
attempt.
at brunch. Yeah.
Fuck these people, man.
if I'm calling you a fascist every day on the show, even though I disagree with you, I'm still praying for your health and your safety, and that you'll move in the right direction.
Asshole. Fuck you, Joe Scarborough.
Yeah, you're praying for Hitler every day, huh?
Praying for Hitler every day. I'll see you at brunch, but don't mind me calling you a fascist on TV because my audience, man, nothing boils their blood more than talking Trump the fascist Hitler, man. You all are being played. It's a psyop. These are actor whores.
Yes,
Don Lemon is a whore. Joe Scarborough is a whore. They're all whores, man. And they just read the script and the dollars pour into their pockets, and they don't care how many Alex Prettis or Renee Goods get murdered in the name of their propaganda. They could care less. They don't care how many grandmas and grandpas died in the thousands at the nursing homes during COVID because those paychecks rolled in and they made buco bucks selling the lie of the COVID-19 scandemic and then the gene therapies, which they convinced you to take. But I guarantee Joe Scarborough took 0 booster shots in that entire experience, man.
But just what a piece of shit.
Yes,
like literally,
dude,
what a piece of shit. Frank, I do love you. You're my brother. You're a great guy. Nothing against you. But I'm going to go on national news and call you Hitler. Okay. That means I'm a piece of shit, not you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Be honest about it. You know what I mean? Hey, he's not that bad of a guy. Maybe we don't like what he's doing with the presidency, but he's not that bad. I don't know. Joe Scarborough, you just admitted you're the biggest piece of shit ever.
Yes, you can't
That's
go
a piece of shit to go on TV and say one thing, but believe I'm praying for you, Frank. But I'm gonna go on TV and call you a fascist.
But also,
Nazi.
Dude, you calling him a fascist and calling him a Hitler is why those bullets whizzed by that dude's head, man. Like you're admitting that the blood is on your freaking hands, bro. Yes. It's unbelievable.
Whoa,
to me, man.
No. I love Frank. I just call him a Nazi on TV. It's not my fault somebody took a shot at him. Yeah.
But then also you're going on TV, you're calling ICE his Gestapo, and then Alex Pretti packs his 9mm with the extra clip and decides to go start harassing this Hitler's Gestapo because your propagandists convinced these nutjobs to put their lives on the line for a lie. It's all a lie.
Do you see the big comparison on the left is Kyle Rittenhouse.
I love that, man.
And it's like,
Yes.
dude, those were two totally different situations.
Again, choose your heroes. You want Alex Pretti and Renee Good to be your hero? 37-year-old unemployed millennials with nothing better to do on a Tuesday afternoon than follow federal agents and stop them from doing their jobs? That's your hero? Okay, I'll take Rittenhouse. Guy called by a business owner to help protect his business from rioting leftists, maniac lunatics who are burning down their own city in the name of a drugged out, fentanyl overdosed con man and convict.
Not
it's
only
crazy.
That, Kyle Rittenhouse was asked to be there by the owner of the dealership because law enforcement stopped enforcing the law.
Yes.
And this was like a week-long riot.
You were burning cities for a week.
You were like for weeks. You know what I mean?
And I heard this earlier this week on one of the podcasts I was jamming on, and I thought it was a very great point, which is, why is it with the leftists, you're against the government or something with the government, you burn down your own neighborhood, whereas Republicans, aggrieved by the government, on Jan 6th, they went to the Capitol to burn down the Capitol. That's where your energy should be, man.
It's been a point that's right-wing media has been pointing it out all over the place. You lefties are mad about the system and you're protesting in Minneapolis. Who the fuck cares about Minneapolis? Everybody who controls everything is in Washington, D.C.
In D.C., baby.
The right gets mad. They go and protest Washington, D.C. Right?
I'll tell you, the PSYOP has been broken and the people have truly seen the light when the next riot, the next Jan 6th will be Langley, Virginia, when we burn down the CIA headquarters. Because people need to wake up. Your enemy is the CIA. We all have the same enemy. It's the CIA. They're psyoping us. They're MK Ultraing us. That's chaos. They are manipulating us. They are dividing us.
Dude,
our enemy.
Fort Detrick's got more fucking.
That's what, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
man,
there's so many like weird.
We should be burning Langley to the ground. Langley, burn it to the ground, man. I'm telling you though, that's when we know. And fuck the World Economic Forum in Davos. Who cares about those losers over there? You really want to make a change and fix what's going on in this country? Burn Langley to the ground. You got to take on the CIA. They are the enemy of the people. I promise you. We have the same enemy.
The real Nazis in America.
It's the CIA. Oh, NASA. That's right.
I'm saying, like the Nazis found these organizations.
Yes.
And now it's like their, you know what I mean? It's their children, their grandchildren.
Absolutely, man.
You know what
yes.
I mean? We need to get rid of these real Nazis.
Without a doubt, man. We have a shared enemy in this country and in this world. It's the three-letter agencies, MI6, Mossad, CIA, KGB. We're all the same, man. We are all being manipulated and controlled by these three-letter acronym agencies. Fuck these people. That's where our protest should be. We should be taking these riots to Langley, to the CIA headquarters in your local neighborhood or wherever the FBI is. You should be protesting these motherfuckers, man. The FBI, that's your enemy. They're the ones with the pictures of all these elites banging the kids at Epstein Island, dude. Like, these are the three-letter agency is our enemy, man. It's just crazy to me.
Nobody believes me. One of the reasons cars are so expensive, a Toyota Corolla is $30,000 because it's got this monitoring system.
What?
Yeah, because it's built back better, Frank.
That's right.
In the bill, these cars have to monitor you.
Of course.
And the thing is, they're not doing it now. What they do is, all right, starting now in 2021, every car has to be able to monitor the driver.
Right.
Because then in 10 years, every car, now 90% of the cars on the road have this technology to monitor the driver. Now we could put in a law where the car pulls over when he's drunk.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, they put it in during Biden. It's gonna take time, but you're gonna see the fruit of that labor. Like,
I look forward to the MAGA taking over, and then we can eventually buy a car again where, you know, it doesn't shut off on its own and it doesn't listen to everything you're saying.
They're not doing
it,
though. But Trump is not handling any of that. That's the problem.
Hey, a lot of people are saying Trump has been brought in to usher in the New World Order, and he fooled all of us MAGA voters.
I think he did.
We may have welcomed in our demise with open arms, right?
Because he's not going after like any of the things that you really need him to go after.
Oh, I only need one piece of evidence to prove to me that Trump is part of of the New World Order and we're still doomed no matter what. The chemtrails out of control, baby. I mean, we've had 2 days in 2026 without chemtrails here.
And Bill Gates is still walking around.
That's all I'm saying. So all you need to know, you got Bill Gates out there still roaming the world, chemtrails nonstop in the skies over America. So that's all you need to know. The New World Order is here to stay, folks. Just get used to where you live and everything 15 minutes around you. That's as far as your car will let you go in the next 5 years.
I'm stuck in Maryville.
Fastest hour or 2 or 3 in the universe. I want to thank everyone for hanging out. Good crowd today. Thanks for sticking around through some of the technical difficulties and glitches. I mean, we were talking Bill Gates and his STDs. I mean, how could they not shut us down for a little bit, right? Come on. I hope everybody has a great weekend, rest of your week and weekend. We will see you all next Sunday. Same time, same place. Thanks again, DJ Rodfather.
Keep that tinfoil hat on, man.
Oh yeah, baby. That's right. I almost
We're
forgot.
only being proven right.
We didn't do any Candace. What time are we? Did I travel through time? Where am I? What's going on here?
Do you have a penis? I don't even know.
Till next time. Yeah, man.
Came in hot. This was just the next one on the
great song, dude.
YouTube
Hell yeah.
recommended. I love this guy.
Perfect.
So sad he's dead.